Hey, what's going on to all of my Pisces out there? So let's get into it. Hope y'all are having a great day. Let's get into it. So, you Pisces, y'all got the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, which represents Pisces. Showed up in your own reading. Congratulations. Big new changes coming in, I'm sure. Um, the Seven of Swords. Then you have the Justice. Okay, so that's that Venus influence. Venus is exalted in Pisces, right? If done correctly, of course. And then you have the Eight of Swords, the Six of Cups. Oh, wow. There's so much happening here. Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups. And last but not least, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here about this reading, the Ace of Swords. Wow. The Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords. The Ace of Swords, y'all already, just forget about it. The Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords. Y'all already and open for new big changes coming in, because a lot of you Pisceans have been doing the work. Congratulations. That's exactly what it is that I want to see and hear. Y'all have been doing the internal work. A lot of you Pisces have been understanding that, it's not all about um only relationships and what you receive in relationships. It's also about you updating your internal drive, so to speak. It's also about you upgrading yourself, understanding that, not everything in a relationship is about the other person and what the other person did to you. It's also about what you've learned out of that. And what a lot of you Pisces have learned out of that is to understand of yourselves even more, which is amazing. Because the thing is that what this means here is the Hanged Man is a representative of the clip off. If you haven't seen the video, go check out the video that I made of my experience in the clip off tree, and I'm gonna make a video in the future about how the clip off empowered me. So you're seeing I showed you a video of what the troubles and the trials and tribulations that I was going through. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the benefits now that I've actually crossed the abyss successfully, which only unfortunately a few people actually really do successfully. Most people actually destroy themselves trying to cross the abyss, and I did it successfully. So a lot of you Pisces have been crossing that abyss correctly. Um, uh, and coming up on out of the clip off, and a lot of that, and because of it, you've been learning more things about yourselves, and you're becoming more powerful because you actually know who you are a little bit better, and you actually know more of what it is that you want. And that's gonna Seven of Swords. Now, if you ever seen the Seven of Swords, right, the Seven of Swords is usually a manipulative card, because the Seven of Swords is about how things are being created for you, but the way that the person is doing it is to where when you interact with people, it's making it seem like it's not. So the Seven of Swords represents how um, even if things don't necessarily seem to be going in your favor, they actually are. It's just a matter of the way that you're really looking at it. I will say that when it comes to a significant other as of right now throughout the reading, and I'm sure we'll have some other cards to basically say otherwise. This is just about so far. This is just about you Pisces, your own personal development, and the power that's come from your own personal development, right? And the Justice now represents how the Justice is Venus, right? But Pisces is exalted in Venus if done correctly. I mean, it's exalted in Venus in general, but if it's really done correctly, then it will be a force to be reckoned with. So, um, again, there's so much to talk about, because you Pisces really have done the work. As I said before, things are starting to come your way, you're starting to see what it is I'm talking about how when you do the work, the universe opens up to you. Otherwise, if you don't do the work, the universe is going to constantly give you problems for you to actually do the work. And in another video, I'm going to explain that. what happens when you don't do the work and you want to play arrogant. I'm not saying you Pisces do that. I'm saying in general, anyone, when people don't want to do the work and they want to play arrogant, the universe, they actually get more problems. And on top of that, the longer their problems don't get fixed or don't get addressed directly, not indirectly, directly, there's going to be staunch. And see, this is why the hangman is such the cornerstone of this reading, is because the hangman also represent a staunch, bare on its face, looking at what the actual problem is and having to address it. And if you don't address it, then you're going to continue to have that problem. But if you do address it directly, then you won't have that problem and things are actually going to start to go your way. Because if you've ever, I don't know if y'all have ever noticed this, but you ever noticed that when you leave a problem just and you never address it and you just leave it just like that, you notice how over the amount of time it gets worse and it snowballs. Yeah, that's the way that that's set up, is by design. And if you don't learn to address your issues, you're going to be in a situation where, I'm not saying you, I'm saying in general, if people don't learn to directly address their issues, then they're going to find themselves in situations that'll have them in messed up situations. You don't want that. So the justice is kind of like a congratulations, because you feel good about yourself because you know what you should be looking out for. You know the type of people that you should be taking seriously. You know that you should be taking seriously, or excuse me, taken seriously when it comes to dating and mating, because you've done the work. So now you have that level of understanding. You can actually be a little bit more free, because if things don't work out, you Pisces are all too willing to let go. And you would be justified in letting go, because you know what's coming with these people. You know that nothing of value is coming with them or coming after them right now that they're in your life. You know that you were the one bringing the luck to them. I don't know if you Pisces know this, but luck is a real thing, because that deals with, see how luck, and in the video I may go in on this. Luck comes from your own selves. There's been times where, even in my own personal life, right, some years ago, I want to say about 10 years ago, when I used to be hanging out with some people who didn't have that kind of luck on them or that type of spirit, every time I would always just get bad luck around these people. But when I'm by myself and when I'm with people who are lucky because their spirit is good, just like me, right? What happened is that I would get all the luck in the world, or by myself, all the luck in the world. Doors would open up, things would move out of my way. But when I was hanging out with these people, it would always just seem like, wow, I'm stepping in gum, and people are cussing me out in the street, and just all types of, just, you know what I mean? Just random series, but it's not really random. I have to put the air quotes because it was never really random. So this series of just bad luck happening, you know? But people would try to tell me throughout my years, luck doesn't exist. Nah, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because there's because that's the algorithm. That's the overall algorithm, the oversoul, your soul speaking to you. That no matter what happens and no matter what happens, no matter how many people try to get in the way, something is for you, because this is the way that the foundation of the universe is set up. And this is what it is that you have with the Eight of Swords. No one can tell you, Pisces, anything, because you successfully crossed the abyss. Congratulations. This is something that most people do not ever learn to do successfully. Most people fail, and they end up getting their butt kicked, and they end up becoming a shell of their former selves, and because they get caught up in the clip off. The word clip off is just another word for saying Sheol, or what most people would call hell, or the underworld. Yeah, yeah. So And that's what Pisces from the major arcana. This is why it is that I say that the tarot is tricky. You got to know what it is that you're doing. If you don't, I don't suggest it. But that's what the Pisces represents. It represents that underworld, and it represents, can you exist in the underworld? See, this is the story of a lot of different things, Dante's Inferno, Devil May Cry, all of that type of stuff. This is what it is that it's talking about. It's the transformation of a person becoming more perfected and becoming stronger. The soul is waking up, becoming more powerful, and then the benefits of all the pain and the suffering that they think that they went through, Pisces, is actually now manifested into their life in a good way, to where, because they've been through all this, this is the reward that it is that they reap from that type of stuff, because they've become that energy, right? They get that energy. They actually get a chance to take in all of that abundance and wealth, because they're essentially, they have been purified by going through the underworld. You understand what I'm saying? They're not the same anymore on a fundamental level. And that's what the Eight of Swords represents. And the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles represents how a lot of people see that you Pisces are not the same, and now they want to bring they old delusional, they want to bring themselves back in, because they see that you got the money and things are starting to pop off, the wealth. See, a lot of people want to know, what is the way to wealth. The way to wealth is not seeking nirvana. It's not seeking, these simple indulgences. The way to wealth is actually going through the underworld. This is where the Faustian, or the folklore of Faust. I don't want to expose too much, because I'm gonna save that for another video, but this is where the Faustian deal takes place, where the person has the mentality of, if they sell their soul to who, they'll get this. There's a spirit, there's an understanding behind that. And in a future video, I may talk about it. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to speak more about it in a future video that's dedicated to that. Because I just be getting ideas from this stuff. But the thing is that the Knight of Wands represents this being a situation where a lot of you Pisces are not really going for it. A lot of you Pisces are just looking at it like, yeah, you can get back with them, but they're not really your first option, nor are they really on the list. If they are, they're not really on the list. And if they are, they're kind of the last thing on the list. And what I mean when I say the last um, priority, I mean way, 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 way down there on the list, Pisces. And then you have the Queen of Cups, and then you Pisces have the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Cups is about how you Pisces are, again, you get to pick and choose what you want to do now, because you've been through Dante's Inferno. Now, I will say this, you're going to have to go through it again in life, due to the fact that this is what it is. We go through these abyss moments time and time and time again throughout our entire life, all the time. I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot. And if we can get past this, then we reap, not the other word. You know what I mean? I hope YouTube don't hit me for this, because reap is spelled completely differently. I'm not saying what you think I'm saying, but we take the reward of what it is that we are trying to achieve. So the thing is that the Nine of Wands represents this being a situation for you, where what's next is the Nine of Wands represents, while these people just have to accept the fact that they did you wrong, they played these types of games, and now they got to play, they won these prizes. Congratulations. I mean, what else do they want, right? What else do they want? So let's clarify the Hangman, because the Hangman really is kind of the cornerstone, or the most important card throughout this entire specific reading. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, 8 cards back to back, and then you have the Justice. Again, but you already have the Justice. So it just speaks to you about how paramount you Pisceans have become, because you've done the work. And I'm so glad for y'all. I got to clap for y'all. I'm so glad for y'all, because now y'all start to understand the kind of transformation that I made from 2018 to early 2018 to early 2019, and how intense that transformation is, and how it's changed you and your DNA over the course of time. And it's a real change. It's something, it's an experience. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and you have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, building a new foundation, and then walking away from your old one, right? And then you have the Justice, right, which is uh about now being able to take a stance in the real you, and developing the world around you, because that's another effect of what happens when you make it through to the abyss. Your own personal experience and your own world, like I said before, like I said a few minutes ago, it opens up to you. So changes start to happen around you. And if you've been through the abyss and no changes have happened to you, then you're still in the abyss and you just don't know it. That's why the tarot is so mysterious, and why it is that, like I said before, and you Pisces are starting to understand what I'm talking about, the tarot is such a very powerful force. It can be used for your own personal, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, financial transformation. But if not, it can get you caught up in some stuff and you won't even really know it, that you're still caught up in the abyss. So let's clarify the Six of Cups, which is these people trying to bring themselves back. The Six of Cups, the World, the Two of Swords, the Hermit. Okay. Oh wow, I almost forgot. I was trying to draw four. Anyway, I hope that'll suffice, but or make up for it. But the thing is that the I'm not gonna clarify the Six of Cups with the Six of Cups. It's the same thing. So I'm gonna use these four cards, Pisces. So the World represents, these people want to come back now that they see you on, you balling, you doing your thing, right? Then you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords represents how this is a situation for you where, but you should most definitely pay close attention to them. But don't take what they've got. Don't take how the two of y'all ended y'all relationship personally, but just be aware. The Queen of Wands, okay? Don't take it, again, don't take it personally, because the way that they've got it going on is the Hermit, where they feel bad for ending the relationship at all, let alone ending it the way that they did. So try to take it easy on them, is what these cards are saying, right? It doesn't have to be so disrespectful, right? It doesn't have to be you, Pisces, being out here in a situation where you really run them through the mud. Um, Most of the Pisces that I know wouldn't do that anyway, because I know a lot of Pisces in real life. But just to, Pisces is a water sign. So Pisces is a zodiac sign that can end up getting kind of, that water. It's like the ocean. It can really kind of knock you over at, because of the high, the high tide at noon. But comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Currently, I'm trying to get this YouTube channel to 2,500 subscribers. As of right now, I have 2,400. Keep clicking that subscribe button. Y'all are making me so proud. I appreciate y'all. Keep clicking the like button. Keep clicking the notification bell. Keep clicking the all settings so you can get notified whenever it is that I make these new videos. Thank y'all. Peace.